When you start homeschooling, especially if you're new to it, just take the chance to observe your child and really figure out where you see them typically going to for their learning. Go to your local library and just watch which of the nonfiction books they kind of go to. And if they say, Mom, I want to play a little more games, make sure you let your visiting teacher know, or look up online, how do I homeschool with more games? And you'll really get some great additions that will help make your life easier, because you're not struggling with trying to convince your child to learn, because they might not even feel like they're learning because they're just listening to a book or they're playing a game.
The interests of the child are going to be key. When I ask my children to think back on their homeschooling, what they remember most are usually areas where they've been interested and where they learned. We also had to think about different things like writing and how she views the world. And so it was interesting where I really had to get into her individual learning styles and think about where her gifts are. How does she approach something? I watched my children, or I listened to them as they answer questions. My son, he got down into the details. My daughter had the overall view down pat. She forgot all the details. So right then I could see they had different perspectives. And I considered that in my teaching and how to build upon their strengths, but also look at where some weaknesses or where I think that we might be able to strengthen some areas.
When you are choosing to homeschool your kids, you can quickly see that they learn differently. You can either learn, typically you've classically seen there's like visual learners, audio learners, and kinesthetic learners. That's more hands-on. There's actually little Q&R questions you can get online to kind of figure out what your children do, but also figure out what your style is, because you're going to teach in the way that you typically learn best, but that may not actually be the way that your kids learn best. So it's really important to kind of accommodate all of those when you're doing your home planning, figuring out what curriculum you should use and how you're going to execute that curriculum. There's certain curriculums that are more geared towards a kinesthetic learner with lots of games and hands-on activities, and so your visiting teacher can help you with picking those kind of curriculums for that kind of child. If they're more of a visual learner, there's ones that have lots of colors on their pages, much more picture-oriented. If they're an audio learner, doing things with an audio book or with reading out loud, so that you can kind of accommodate all those different learning styles. You're always learning, literally, like your life, you go to the grocery store and you're looking at the tags on the grocery aisle and kind of helping the kids compare, well, is it better to buy the big box of Kleenex or the little box of Kleenex? And that becomes your math lesson for the day. So yeah, it really is, learning is everywhere, and it's just a matter of capitalizing on that and taking your kids along in the journey.